Welcome to the show, the podcast, Beyond 16 Bars. And this podcast is not like no other podcast. We kind of we different. We're not on here talking about a lot of subjects that you hear podcasts talk about. We're doing something a little unique right here, something a little bit more raw. And Beyond 16 Bars is exactly what this is about. We want to talk to people that I'm inviting on this show that has been incarcerated. They've been down, they've been had records, they've been locked up and then got out of jail and changed their complete life, literally doing major things in the community. Didn't let the system hold us back. Didn't let the system keep us in chains. They broke it and made history with it. And that's what this show is about. So I got one of my homies on here that got some real stories that we're gonna talk about. Is like, being in jail, what it do to our mind, what it do to our families, what it do to us mentally, what it took for us to get out and stuff like that. So we about to get started, and I got a special guest today, man. It was a blessing I got my boy on the show today, man. I'm gonna introduce my guy, Herb, and let you do your thing and tell him what you do, man.
What's up, y'all, everybody, man? How y'all doing? First of all, I would like to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Herb Nealon, but a lot of people know me as Lil Herb. Funny and ironic thing about it, I'm coming to y'all and telling y'all, man, that it's never over. It's never over. I don't care what it was, and I don't care what it is right now. You're gonna get past this. I don't care what you going through, you gonna get past. Man, I'm 45 years old. I was born in 1977. I might not look like it because I've been living a beautiful life. I made some bad choices. We all did. Ain't nobody no different. We all made bad choices. But it ain't about how you fall, it's about how you get up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tell the truth. Like about 20 years ago, I've been in jail 22 times. Man, my little cousin right there, and one thing I want to do is I want to apologize to you, bruh. Because you saw me, and it hurt me more than anything, and it's just how God works. You know what it is, bruh. But you looked up to me, man, and I apologize. And that's the number one thing I'm going to tell y'all where it come from, man. It's accountability, bruh. Throughout everything you going through, man, one thing is accountability. First, you got to apologize to those you hurt.
Yep.
Those that you misled. You didn't even know, man, but like, we kill it, man. We hurting, bruh. We through out here. I got good money. Man, I was 14 years old. Man, 14 years old, like he was telling y'all, everybody got a hidden talent. But at 14 years old, what I did at 14 years old, see, y'all might not know because y'all ain't old enough, but them older ladies back there can tell y'all about Herb the K. My dad is a world-renowned DJ. My dad was in Vietnam. Matter of fact, April 4th, 1968, when Martin Luther King was killed. We didn't have TV. So my dad was on the radio April 4th, 1968, and announced to all the everybody that Martin Luther King had been killed. But also April 4th, 1968 was the day that my daddy got his draft notice for Vietnam. So with that, my daddy left Vietnam, left the United States, left Memphis, went to the service, AFVN 1968 through 69, Armed Forces Military Network or Vietnam Network. But like, my dad was on there. If y'all seen the movie Good Morning Vietnam, that movie was after my daddy. My daddy signed his rights and his credits over. So they used Robin Williams to say Good Morning Vietnam. And I didn't know it. Like, crazy thing about it, man, like my daddy made a lot of bad choices. He made some bad decisions. But like Tom Joyner, y'all hear Tom Joyner on the radio. My daddy trained Tom Joyner. Bobby OJ, y'all probably heard of Bobby OJ. Bobby OJ was where he is because my daddy made a bad choice of abusing drugs, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about when it comes down to Drake coming here, Drake is my family. That is my cousin. My whole family's in music. My grandfather's Willie Mitchell, who found and produced Al Green. So I was born in music. I'm running away from music right now because it's not real. It's not what's up. It's not what my granddaddy. I never forget, I was in the studio and my granddaddy had a keyboard at the front of the studio that if y'all hear the trumpet, and anything Al Green, that was my grandfather playing it. That was the highlight of all Al's music. My grandfather went and got Al and pulled him back to Memphis to put his music out. But like I was telling y'all, as far as accountability, man, we have to hold each other to a higher and better standard as brothers now, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, at the end of the day, we losing, bro.
That's a good point you made up, though. Our fathers, man. A lot of us brothers, bro, I'm just gonna be real with you. A lot of us didn't have no like father, or we had fathers and they weren't there. And like in my situation, my father really wasn't there at all. And I had to take custody of a child when I was 19, 20 years old. I took custody because I said I know how it feels not to have a father, right? So you guys see how everything worked out. Like I told you in scripture, all things work together. Me not having a father made me a better father. You get what I'm saying? Because really, truth be told, that's where a lot of our traumas come from. We all got these traumas from childhood, bro. You know what I'm saying? I said, if I had to speak to a gun right now, and a gun had to talk to me, you know what I say to the gun back in them days? First of all, Mr. Gun, I'm gonna take you everywhere I go because I know you're gonna protect me. I know you're gonna be loyal to me. Because when I was a kid, I ain't had my dad to go run. So, you know, we all want to run to somebody. I'm in trouble, go to my dad or somebody, you know, want to hurt you. That's a kid, you want to run in your protection. But now I gotta show some emotional attachment to a thing, and they wonder why kids ride around with guns all day. They're not riding around. We weren't riding around wanting to kill people. We attached to it. So if you say something crazy, then guess what I'm going for first? My protector, who I'm loyal to, who got my back, which is a thing, which is not part. And if the gun wanted to talk to me, you know what the gun to say her?
Well,
I will protect you. I will go everywhere with you. I got your back. I love you. And we were so attached to the gun, man. I don't know about y'all. I just look at my gun every night and just smell it. Y'all remember that? And play with it. It was pretty. We attached to it like it's a woman. So we have all these attachments to it when we really should have been human nature and got there. Like a lot of us didn't get that from our fathers. So there go another big problem. It's a mental thing going on with us. And you know, the gun, the trauma expert told me this. She said, so the gun controls you. I said, hell no, the gun don't control me. I control the gun, right? Don't we control the gun? I tell the gun what to do, what to shoot, when to shoot, right?
how to shoot or
But then she hit me with this. She said, but you in jail though, and the gun ain't. Or that person dead, and the gun ain't. So who in control, right? Stealing cars, man. We started Steamerville. Back in 96, we stole every Cutlass, Chevy, Bonneville, bro. I learned how to drive in a stolen car. We did all this. When it was pop the collar joints, all that. When you see these kids ride going fast, and you think, man, what's wrong with this nigga? He retarded. What's wrong with him is that's his first time he felt power. That's his first time. If we don't get power in a positive way, we're gonna get it in a negative way. We all want to feel belong to something, so we'll join a gang. We ain't in nothing positive, we're gonna join something. That's human nature, right? So they try to look at it like we criminals or like something wrong with us. But nah, we just doing with human nature. If I can't get it positive, I'm gonna get the same thing negative. When I jumped in the stolen car for the first time, man, you know, remember we got in the stolen car for the first time, that power? I don't know if y'all been in a stolen car before, but when you got in and then the nigga said you can drive, I can drive. What? Man, I jumped in, now I'm driving crazy. Everybody thinking I'm crazy. I'm just really having a power trip because I never had it. My mama and them had, we had to catch buses. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm glad you brought that up. I got a question for you though, because that father stuff, y'all look into y'all traumas. See a therapist. I don't care what nobody say. Get you a good therapist. Save my life. I got a white lady and a black lady. Both of them work together for me. Get you a therapist. They help you find stuff that you really can't figure out. It works. But I don't care what nobody say. See a therapist.
It definitely
See one,
works.
because they gonna hit you on point. That's how I learned about my father's situation. That's why I learned how to attach the gun through therapy. She was able to help me realize, you know what, damn, that's why I keep letting women come live with me. My mama let a woman come stay with me when I was 17 years old. She did it so I wouldn't be in the streets. I get it.
Yeah.
But I've been on that trail constantly. See, everything happens to us as a kid, it just comes out when we get older. So it's good to go see go see somebody that's a trauma expert, a therapist, to help you figure out why I think like I think. Maybe it was your dad not being there. Maybe it was your dad not doing, you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff in our childhood, but we gotta go bury it. We gotta go find it. You gotta research it. So here go my next question. I'm glad you brought that up. For you, my brother, what motivated you to make positive change in your life after being incarcerated?
Well, a majority of it really is, man,
I know you got a lot.
my mama though. You know what
That's
I'm
dope.
saying?
That's
Like
dope.
my mama.
That's dope.
You know, the craziest thing about it, man, when I was locked up, man, it was so crazy because I ran so long. And then, like, when I was running, I had a case upstairs. Then I had, I was constantly catching little slick citations. And then I looked young, so I was lying by my age a majority of the time. I never forget one time I got caught. They supposed took me to jail. I was in front of the car wash, but I had a little half ounce, probably about an ounce of weed in my pocket,
Yeah.
a hand scale, And I told them I was 16 years old. They made me do push-ups and they was sprinkling the weed over my head. Just didn't know if they would have ran my ID, I had
You're a
8
full
warrants.
grown man.
Yeah, I had 8 warrants. So that was one time. Then that was back in the day, like when Denim and Diamonds was jumping. So one time I was on the run. I got in somebody's trunk. Man, they used to close the whole D lot off. So it was only 2 exits you come in. Man, I got in my boy trunk one time. The amp burnt me. They came to the house one time. I jumped out the window and some little boy tight at whitest ran, got away from them then. Man, it was just, I was blessed though. That's one thing I can say more than anything. And like back to the question, like the love I had for my mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause like, it really put me in a perspective where I was getting money in the streets. I had money on the outside, but no matter how much money I had with the 8 warrants, it couldn't get me out. But like, man, my mama, it was a guard, 6'9". 6'9" used to be at 201. And he was big and black. 6'9" was like, man, one person I can say you don't belong here, man, cause man, your mama coming down here with just about a different mink on every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So you don't belong here. And if you come back, I'm gonna do something to you. And it's just like, man, I saw my mama, man. It's just for y'all, man. At the end of the day, man, if y'all got somebody that's just left to love y'all, man, and whoever coming to see y'all, that's who more important than anybody, though, bro. Because, like, that mean they took out everything, and them folk really care, man. We got to stop caring about those that don't care and love those that love us, man. Because it's a hard thing not loving. Man, what that song say, man? Well, no, actually, my daddy sign-off speech. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great thing to love, but the greatest thing of all is to love and be loved in return.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, love them folk back. And another thing 6ix9ine told me when I was locked up, man, when y'all, everybody got them red armbands, man. So when you get out, act like you got that armband. Even if it don't take nothing but a watch, if you got a broke watch, put time on you, man. That's something that everybody's supposed to realize, man, that even if your watch ain't working, you supposed to put it on your hand, cause time on you, man. You can't get that back. I don't care what you get out here, how much money, whatever you doing, you can't get it back. You get anything in this world, can't get it back.
That's a good point, man. Mama, if your mama still living, like, it's crazy because having a woman, you know, a lot of us dudes, really, black brothers especially, man, was raised by a woman, right? And it got its pros and cons. You know what I'm saying, right? It got its pros and cons being raised by a mama, because my mama got to a point she couldn't handle me no more. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that as a man, man, I could stay as long as I want to. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna be mad, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Any boy gonna get to being that way when that man in the house, right? So you got your mama she show you love and nurture, but then women, a lot, I ain't gonna say women to blame us, but then we get into a relationship, we don't know how to treat a woman, or we don't know how to open doors or understand women emotionally, and then we have babies and break up and have babies with this person, and we keep breaking them, we just keep going through this cycle.
Broken home.
Because we didn't see a man treat our mama right. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see a man open doors for our mama, pay the bills in the house. A lot of us didn't. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And that trauma affects us when we get older in our life. We don't see it till we get in a relationship sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it still go back to the same thing what I was saying. That unidentified trauma that we all got when we were kids affect us when we adults. It affect us when we teenagers. Somebody said hustling, man. I don't even do the hustling stuff no more. Cause I figured out as I'm doing business now, I don't want to hustle, man. Cause a hustler, man, if I was in this film company, what I'm doing, if I had to hustle, he wouldn't be here. Cause I'd be trying to do the camera, the light, and you know, we were hustling, trying to, nah, bro, I need a team. I'm gonna step back and just see, yo, we gotta get out there and hustle. I mean, you know, we've been hustling, we go get it. But you gotta step back and say, wait a minute, if I'm trying to do a business, I need to worry about putting a scale in it. You know, a scale, man, I need to put it in a position to put other people in position and let me just manage it. They always been letting us run with their hustle and nah, bro, hustling too much for me. That's too much work. In the streets we hustle, but now if you want to be an entrepreneur and a business person, your mind need to be thinking, I can go get the business. And Cash can tell you, man, we make a whole lot of money. I can't, no way I can do it by myself. Wouldn't even try to. You want to be an entrepreneur, bro? Think about scaling your business. How can I put other people in position? Because you blessing them, first of all. That's what make it even a bigger blessing. Because I'm putting other people on the money. I'm making my cut. I might not make as much as I can because I put her and I put Kat and I put you in position. But guess what? We can handle more business instead of this mindset that we got to hustle. and we gotta do everything. Man,
Everybody
that's anxiety, bro. I said, man, I'm not hustling no more. I ain't gotta hustle no more. I got a team of folks to do it. We filming some stuff right now somewhere else. I ain't there. My company, they doing it though. We getting bread. So that's just want to throw that out there, man. If y'all gonna be entrepreneurs, man, think about scaling your business and putting other people in position to help your business grow, because you don't want to do it all yourself. When we was selling dope, I still didn't do it all myself, right? You remember that? Man, I had the plug, and I knew the niggas that can really sell it. I could sell it. I was a different kind of seller. I used to get like certain, I ain't want to deal with no more about 3-4 people. But I knew other niggas that was out there in the streets, and I hit them with it because I said, man, this man gave me 100 bowls of Kush, real talk. 50 bowls, 20, 30s, all this stuff of Kush back in the day when it was 6,500 a bowl. You know what I'm saying? Them
15
days.
years ago.
Yeah, it was probably, no, actually 2000, it's 2010, 11. But my point is, I knew to myself, I wasn't finna do all of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I wasn't gonna hustle all this. So I know some folks out there getting it, I'm gonna hit y'all with it. And the plug look at me like, I'm doing it all. I ain't doing it, bro. I just know how to get it out there. But that same mindset, right? Legit now. I make legit money doing the same way I hustle. Put some people on the team and scale your business. I just want to throw that out there too. So that's important, man. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you into that, man. My last question for you, Urban, I'm gonna let you go, bro, because I know you got a lot on. And that's what I want to ask you about. What have you accomplished since you've been out and since you changed your life? What businesses and stuff you've been doing? Legit, legal money. I ain't talking about tax. I'm talking about just legal money. What you been doing?
Look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all just like this, man. Like, I learned the same. I got the same information, man, when I was locked up. Old head told me, one business you can get in, man, you guarantee get 10 years. You guarantee gonna be making $250,000 construction.
Wow.
It ain't no way. I got my own construction company. The name of my construction company is Picasso's Creation. And the crazy thing about it, man, is like, oh yeah, man, we constantly try to look for dope. You need some dope to go make some money. You know what I'm saying? You need to play to make some money. But the crazy thing about it, man, you don't need nothing but your head and your hands, man. God gave you enough to do everything. What you fail to realize, you got everything you need, but you're looking for everything everywhere else. I mean, I get it to you real, man. Since the pandemic, man, like, I've been doing great. And it's like, everything that we got taught as far as our programming, y'all got the time right now, man. Reprogram yourself. Bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It come down to it. Man, change. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna get to it just like this. If you want your life to change, man, it's just as simple as English. You gotta change your nouns and your verbs. You gotta change your people, places, and things, and you gotta change your actions.
Wow.
It's simple English. They taught us this in school.
That's deep.
And man, it got so deep, man, to the point of where I also, like I was telling y'all about my mama was a real estate agent. So my mama told the judge, man, just let my baby out, man, cause I need my baby to help me with these houses. Man, that was down there 15 years ago. Ever since then, it's just something, man, it don't take nothing but a paintbrush for you to go. It take you for real. If you trying to make a play off some Roxas or whatever, anything, you gonna need some money to go play, bruh. You need some. But with this, what I'm telling y'all, man, start reading right now on whatever you think you want to do. Cause guess what, bruh? It ain't nothing but just knowledge. We got the whole information, man. Like the church song say, man, we the biggest dumbest ever, man. Cause right now with this technology, you got the whole wide world in your hands. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no excuse. If you ain't no hustle, you can't make no money. You got the whole world in your hands and you can't find no play to make no money. Something legal? What's wrong with you? Man, folk for real, man. Look, they find the stuff online. Facebook Marketplace, the coldest thing, find something, sell it. But like, one thing I want to tell y'all, man, hold y'all some accountability, man. And anything, don't worry about nobody getting y'all no job, man. Make your own job, bro. And that's what I did, man. It started, man, like, now I build clubs. You know, any club you go in, y'all sit on the booths. I'm building the booths in every club in the city.
That's dope.
I'm building the booths. In Atlanta, I did work all over, but the crazy thing about it, once y'all just, man, all these programs are what they offering, man, y'all take some serious, man, because that's when your money in your own hands. You ain't got to wait on nobody to get no money.
Right.
With a trade like this, man, I can wake up broke in the morning, somebody gonna hit up, man, I got a building I need to paint, this 2,600. Right now, I just got through painting all the University of Memphis dorms. All the dorms at the University of Memphis, and they don't take nothing but a paintbrush, bruh. And you know, no offense to my brother back there, but man, I'm gonna tell y'all something just like this. When I really changed my life, when I saw Mexicans weren't bringing dope no more, they started bringing, they coming to work. They should have picked y'all up right there, man. It's the blueprint. And the bad thing about it, we slick, I always followed them in life. Mexicans been good to me all my life in the streets and in construction. I thank God for them. Man, I'm a Mexican, I tell you now, man. I'm a Mexican, man.
My boy.
I'm telling you, they always been good to it. But what we gotta learn is brotherhood, man, accountability, man, and get that eraser, man. Anything in the past that's behind you, it's behind you for a reason, man. That's why they review mirror so little, man.
Right.
And that wish you big, man. You can look back at what's behind you, man, but it don't count.
Right.
You can look to the side. You might hit a little something to the side. You might hit a little something to this side. But at the end of the day, man, boss up, don't cross up, man.
Right.
And ain't nobody, man, don't never. I'm gonna tell y'all something. After this, bruh, I just ask y'all to do this, man. And it ain't just nothing about no color, nothing. But man, don't y'all never, ever again, man, jeopardize to give a white man or even a system something that God gave y'all, bro. Y'all jeopardizing some of the most precious thing God can ever give you, cause you can't get it back, man. Don't get these folk your time, bro. Well, I don't care what you gotta do, you gotta shovel shit or whatever, my nigga. Don't get these folk your time, bro. Man, my little cousin, man, right there, Julian Nealon. I'm the last one. I'm Herbert Nealon. His father was a preacher, and I'm the last namesake of that. So I got a duty to withhold and hold a show a better way for my little cousin right there. Cause all he remember is little cousin Herb throwing the parties, getting that money, got plenty of bowls. But I apologize to you once again. I hold accountability because I supposed to found a better way. I'm not as smart. Well, I throw all that to the back. I apologize. We're gonna get past it. When you get home, I'm gonna buy you a brand new welder, bruh. You say that's what you wanna do, that's what you gonna do, and cuz got you. But see, and any one of y'all, when y'all get out, y'all get my number or get my information. I used to be the kind of nigga that'll front a nigga a couple bowls here and there, but I buy any one of y'all a paintbrush and a roll when you touch town, bruh. Now I front you that, and that's something that's gonna feature for the rest of your life.
That's dope. And that's what we do on 16 Bars, on Beyond 16 Bar podcast. What we do is give out some real information. We speak on real life and we relative no judgment zone, because I'm only speaking to people that experience it, and I'm also one person that experienced. So we ain't, you know, like I told the officers and them here, we all need each other. It's gonna take folks like us. We the examples of hope right here. When you say what hope look like, this is what hope look like right here. So this is what you get on Beyond 16 Bars with my brother. You already know. We've been in the mix, boy. I love you.
Man, I love you more, man.
Good, bro.
Beyond 16 Bars, man.
Man. That's a wrap. Cut.